Today, we'll demonstrate rounding options to bulk edit your Shopify prices using Ablestar Bulk Editor. Once your products are filtered and you've clicked to edit products, you're going to leave the field to edit as price and how to edit options. You have many different options here. I'm going to leave this as decrease by percent, and I'm going to put an amount of 2% that I'd like to decrease the price by. And then what we're going to do is choose from several rounding options. I'll show you each of these. First, we're going to not round the value at all, and I'm going to allow the system to decrease the price percentage by 2 points, and then it'll take my price from 72.25 to 70.81, which is just the flat decreasing of the price by a percentage. Now, if I wanted to round the decimals, I can do that with several options. So first is just the basic round decimals option, and I'm going to round it to a specific decimal. So let's say I'd like it to be 95, or maybe I'd like it to be 99. You can do that. You also have the option to round to the nearest multiple, and you have to specify which multiple. So in this case, it would be a 10, the 10th multiple. So it would take the 72.25 value to a $70 value because that's the closest multiple of 10. In the next case, you can do the same thing, but round up, tell the system to round it up to the nearest 10th multiple, which would take it to $80. You could replace the last digit with a specific digit, in this case, the 9 digit. It would take it down from 72 to 69. You can also replace the last digit rounding up, which in this case would take it, instead of 69, it would round it up to 79. You can round the whole number to the nearest 10, or whichever number you specify here. 72.25 would go down to the lower number of 70, in this case. Or you could do the same thing rounding up. So again, to the nearest 10, which would take it up to $80. And the last option is to keep the decimals that the percentage multiplier would take it to, but you would round down, which essentially would take it from a 3-digit decimal to a 2-digit decimal. So it keeps the decimal the same. And then a quick tip to clean up your data. If you'd like to clean up the decimals of your existing prices without making any change to the whole number, you just leave the percentage here as 0. And then apply whichever rounding technique you'd like to. And this would help you clean up the decimals, but it would leave the whole number intact. So we hope that's helpful. Please get in touch with our support team if you have any questions.